Ladies and gentlemen, a lot can happen in 24 hours. On this edition of my top 5 tech and gaming news stories, we have brand new video cards from Nvidia. We have Joe Biden invading your Animal Crossing town, and we have the official announcement, price, etc., of the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2. Let's start with what I think must be the most absurd news story that personally I've seen in a while, and it's a refreshing sort of absurd. Typically, when someone says to me, Shane, you want to talk about the state of politics in the United States? I say, go fuck yourself. No, I do not want to talk about that at all. Well, now in what can only be described as some strange bizarro world, reality that we are now living in, Joe Biden launches a digital campaign, yard signs for Animal Crossing, and there's little Animal Crossing Joe. If you want to have these things in your Animal Crossing world, that place that you go to escape the horrors of the real world, if you want to bring all of this with you into your Animal Crossing escape, why, then you can go to the Biden online campaign store and scan the QR codes with the Nintendo Switch Online app. And there, you too can never, ever escape the political world. Next up, Xbox Game Pass, something that I've talked about a lot on my channel, is, it's time for new games to come, old games to go. It's just like Netflix, once a month when you think, oh shit, I didn't watch that show, and now it's gone. And oh, but here's this new show. Well, they do that on Xbox Game Pass. So here's what we've got coming and going. September 3rd, you're going to get Resident Evil 7. That's pretty cool. I might play that now. I'll have it for free, essentially. Well, for $5 a month. Destiny 2, expansion for Xbox One, Crusader Kings. Tell me why those games... I'm surprised they're rolling out the episodes of that so rapidly. World War Z on PC, which I believe does sport cross-platform play. Pretty cool. I enjoyed it on PS4. Maybe I'll check it out on PC. If you like Left 4 Dead, think third-person Left 4 Dead. World War Z, really underrated game. Definitely worth checking out. You're going to lose NBA 2K20. Who cares? It's almost 2K21 now, right? Red Dead Redemption, that's a pretty big one. Jump Force, that's a big one for some people. So that's what you've got coming and going. I think you've got some good stuff coming, but some good stuff going. So if you haven't played through Red Dead Redemption 2 on your Xbox One, well, you got till September the 7th to get that done. Microsoft continues to tell us that the Xbox Series S is a real thing that exists, while simultaneously affirming to us that it is, in fact, not a real thing that exists. Twitter user Bravery Brendan tweeted this tweet here: I got a new controller from Xbox since mine was broken. Interestingly enough, the Game Pass Ultimate trial code sheet mentions the unannounced Xbox Series S. It is definitely a thing. Let's take a look at that picture right there. You look down here at the bottom. Includes live gold and unlimited access. All these games, Xbox Series X/S. Now, the Xbox Series S is, of course, something that we've talked about on this channel several times already. It appears to be the cheaper little brother to the Xbox Series X, lower price point. Samsung finally launched the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 2, which I struggle to say every time I say it. We've got a video up already comparing the multitasking features on the Z Fold 2 to the upcoming Surface Duo. Guys, this thing look, it's $2,000, all right? So that's true. But it looks really good. There are already hands-on videos, hands-on reviews. I don't know how you can review something that you've had for not even a day. That seems a little preemptive here. But at any rate, you can take a look at all the content. I've got a couple of videos up about it already. The thing looks great. The front screen looks much better. As you can see, like, that's a billion times better than the original one. I think it looks, physically speaking, looks really good. They've shrunk the gap in between the folding screens. The internal screen no longer has a big horrible notch cut out of it. Now it's just a hole punch. In general, it looks like a pretty massive improvement. So if you're in the market for a new super duper premium $2,000 phone/tablet that you can fold up, perhaps the Z Fold 2 is what you're looking for. Last but not least, I hope that no one watching this has just purchased an RTX card. Because if you did, oh man, you're going to be so upset. The RTX 30 series is now official. It is real, and the performance to dollar ratio is bizarre. Now look, the 3090, $1,500, that is going to offer what we're looking at to be maybe twice the performance of the last Titan card for $1,500 instead of well over $2,000. That's crazy. But the one that really stands out to me is the RTX 3070, which is going to outperform an RTX 2080 Ti for $499. Guys, people are buying the 2080 Ti for over $1,000 right now. This card has better performance for less than half the price. How is that even possible? They've just murdered the 2080 Ti. Look at this. 20 teraflops versus 13.4. Look at the MSRP. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, I know someone that just bought an RTX 20 series card like 2 weeks ago, and I don't know why they did this, why they didn't Google, because we all knew this was coming. Maybe not to this extent, but bad thing to do. You're going to see a lot of 20 series cards probably pop up in the used market now, and if you see them, you better get them cheap, because this is a better deal. If you can get your hands on a 3070 for that price, holy cow. And if in 6 months there's a 3060 for what, 300? And it could be as powerful as a 2080 Ti? That's crazy. We're almost to the new console generation, and for the first time, like ever, the new consoles are actually in a place where you couldn't build a comparable PC for less than them. This is gonna help a lot. The new consoles are using tech that isn't out yet, instead of using 2-year-old tech like they did last time. We've also got some awesome trailers for Cyberpunk and the new Call of Duty game, which show off some of the magical features of the new video cards, like full-blown mother freaking ray tracing. It looks incredible. The performance with these cards is going to truly be a next level jump. Anytime you get a new architecture like this is, the second version of that architecture is always going to be the stronger, the bigger jump. Going to the new architecture, little jump. Second year of the architecture being around, gigantic jump. This bridges the gap quite a bit. Is it time for my 1070 Ti to maybe get upgraded? Perhaps. I'm gonna need some of you guys to become Scary If Literal YouTube members. Help me out a little bit. This is my life right now. This is all I'm doing. I don't know if I told you this yet, but I quit my job about 3 months ago to do the things that I love to do instead. And I'm like scraping by. But, you know, just keep your pal Shane in mind, all right? That's all I'm saying. Guys, that's all the news I've got for you this time. Check back in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for my top 5 tech and gaming news stories. My name is Shane Craig. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please consider becoming a Scary If Literal member. You'll get access to a whole bunch of emoticons to use with live streams and a shout out on an upcoming video. Thanks as always for your continued support.